Once again today, the Texas House could not achieve quorum as dozens of Democrats are sticking to their plan to remain out of state and block Republicans from voting on redrawing congressional maps. The House Speaker also shared more about the search for these lawmakers if they do come back to Texas. Here to talk about the latest developments is KXAN's Capitol Correspondent Adam Schwager. Adam, welcome back. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So the House will gavel in again tomorrow morning. The House Speaker says that legislation connected to the deadly floods and the response to that will be brought up for debate potentially. But Adam, it doesn't seem even that would be enough for Democrats to come back.
No, likely not. And they were saying before they left, one of the lines we kept hearing, especially on the Senate side from Democratic Senator Molly Cook, she kept shouting, "Fix the flooding first." And in fact, actually, Gene Wu was out in Chicago today doing a press conference, and he said that if Governor Abbott would just put flooding first and prioritize that and make a pledge that before they take up any of the redistricting, that they would address the natural disasters, he said they would come back tomorrow. So it's actually very interesting to see. I think there's a lot of optics games being played about who wants to address flooding, who's actually focused on redistricting, what's actually at a priority here. But right now, I don't think it's enough to bring them back, although they're only 3 votes short of hitting that quorum threshold.
Okay, because it was about 97 people today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how much longer can the Democrats stay outside of Texas? What is the plan with that?
I mean, they could theoretically stay out there indefinitely, but right, they have these pending court cases in the Supreme Court of Texas. They don't seem too concerned about these cases. They have cases out in California and in Illinois to try to domesticate the civil arrest warrants, basically saying that then those states would be able to help. Once again, Democrats aren't really concerned about these legal threats, at least right now, but you know, it just takes 3 members coming back. It takes 3 members who might have actually not left the state, who are found because for whatever reason they didn't want to be separated from their kids. You know, a lot of these lawmakers, especially on the House side, which skews younger, have school-age children. They're returning to school this week or next week. They might get sick. They might have a family emergency. To have 3 lawmakers have to stay outside of the state of Texas for months because, you know, as we saw on NBC Nightly, Governor Abbott says he's going to call special session after special session after special session until this issue gets fixed. To, you know, have these at least 3 lawmakers stay outside of the state for months, it's going to be hard.
Okay, so here in Austin, the proposed map that Republicans have put forward that would redraw these congressional lines is maybe going to have some ripple effects here locally. How does this affect who represents Austin in Congress potentially?
Right now, if you look at the map, Austin basically has 2 U.S. congressional seats. They have one on the east side of I-35, one on the west side of I-35. Those are currently represented by younger congressional progressive caucus leader Greg Casar, and of course Lloyd Doggett, who's been a stalwart in the Austin area for decades. Now, a letter that Doggett sent out to supporters was published earlier today. He was saying he hopes that Casar stays in the 35th district. Now that's the one that's being redrawn from being half of Austin to being almost entirely the San Antonio suburbs. It's a district that Trump won by 10 points, but as Doggett pointed out, it went only 2 points towards Cruz ahead of Allred. It was won by Beto over Cruz back in the day. So it certainly is a district that could be swung. It's a predominantly Hispanic district. Lloyd Doggett would love to see him go to that district. Casar, on the other hand, I haven't gotten the chance to talk to him today. I have been trying to reach out, but about an hour after this news came out, he just posted on X, he said, "I love you, Austin, Texas," and posted a photo montage. He stated previously that he has no intention to run anywhere but Austin, right? He spent his entire adult political career here. He was an Austin City Council member. So if this map takes effect, effectively, we're going from 2 representatives in Austin to 1, and possibly a primary between those 2 to see who's going to represent Austin.
Okay, the hypotheticals are still hanging out there without these plans becoming anywhere near official at this point, but of course, they're going to keep tracking it. So Adam, thanks again for being with us.
I appreciate you having me.